Let's see. I'm sitting in my dad's old, let's see. There. We have a bank vault now. This is the interior of a 1972 Citroen SM. And it's kind of an interesting thing. Dad bought it from a guy in Iowa, North Iowa, for like $900, something like that. Some crazy amount. It didn't seem like it was much. And it had a bad head gasket, so the driver's side cylinder head was off. Easy peasy. Just buy the cylinder head and put the thing together. And Dad just kind of let it sit. And sit, and sit, and sit. So there's plenty of pitting and rust in the cylinders. And this was after this was before the fact when he passed away. So I don't know, there's plans afoot. But I should get something going on it before it falls apart. We'll figure something out. I have ideas. Plenty of ideas. And that's the thing. It's interesting because, pardon me, I'm holding the camera with my hand. It's already getting tired. And it's a kind of an interesting thing because the car represents. I just got off of work, so I haven't done anything to clean myself up. It's interesting because you get the idea that, growing up as a kid, Dad always talked about this car as his dream vehicle. And, having sat in it, it's never ran. As long as Dad has ever owned it, it's never ran. It's been perpetually in storage. And it's one of those weird, rare things that I'm not going to touch it with a wrench until I know what I'm going to do with it. I have all sorts of interesting ideas. Maybe a resto mod. I think the Maserati 4.2 liter engines from the early 2000s, they're relatively inexpensive. And the Citroen SM was originally designed with a V8 in mind. So how appropriate would it be to fit a 1972 Citroen SM with a 2003 or 2004 4.2 liter Maserati V8? Sounds kind of cool. Whether or not I get to it, it's just another question. But the thing about that is this was his dream car. And just owning it, he didn't even need to really drive it. He never did get the chance to drive it because he passed away a few years after he bought it. And he had sat in this garage in storage for quite a while. It took 2 summers just to get the garage cleaned to where you can see the floor after he passed. So, big ideas, small steps, big ideas, big steps, little ideas, little steps. It is what it is. But his just having it for him was enough. Which is kind of it is what it is. We all have our dreams, something that kind of represents the spark of what we were when we were young. And I think a lot of these dreams that people have, like, my father's dream for this Citroen, it's a callback to some, not specifically a memory of something concrete or an event in their life that they might remember. It's what would it be? I guess the perfect example, or the perfect idea of what this could be, would be. This camera's heavy. I have this. It's a Nikon 35 millimeter f2.8 at f2.8. So this might not be in focus. On a Nikon Z mount, it's a ZF. It's the retro ZF. I love this camera to death. This is the best thing with a shutter button I've ever used. Anyway, the best explanation could be this: when a temperature drops below about 45 degrees and it's a little misty in the morning, and the smell of diesel exhaust and the sound of a diesel engine, it brings my mind to certain images and feelings. They're not concrete, but there's just kind of like a mental aura that's formed around that sensation, the smells, the temperature, and the sensations. So maybe that the Citroen is for my dad what that was, and just having the car was just enough. It's weird. People have dream cars, super awesome Lamborghinis and Porsches and Bugattis. It's like, who gives a crap? They're over complex, over expensive baubles for people who have generational wealth. Fine, they can have it. It's weird what people have for dreams. And once they attain those dreams, what now? Again, this I remember as a little kid. So in Roseburg, Oregon, I can't remember which area it was in town, but there's a grocery store my parents usually went to, and it was up in an upper area, up a kind of on a hillside. And there was a gentleman, a pot-bellied gentleman in a Hawaiian shirt, and he had a gold Citroen SM, and my dad sat there and talked forever with the guy about the car, to the point where Mom was getting kind of irritated. I had been like 4, maybe 5. And it's been an obsession. And it's an interesting car, to say the least. It definitely has character. It's not doing anything any good under my care. I think this is the first time I've sat in it in probably a year, because I've just been busy with other stuff. I have my next door. I have my 2003 Baja with like 3 bazillion miles on it that I still need to finish with the brake lines to the rear. They need the double flaring kit done. It's entertaining work to do. I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, it's interesting to get an idea of what object that a person fantasizes about and what that says about you. It's interesting. Anyway, it's a nice car. It's quiet and it's comfortable. It definitely smells like an old car. It's all mildewy and musty inside. Again, it's been closed up for quite a while. I haven't done anything with it. So, anyway, enough of that.